Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Linked Ladies. Oh no, we Linked Ladies Loose and Live.
That's it.
I
That's
don't
us.
know what we were called. We've changed it so many times. But hello, welcome, good afternoon, good morning, wherever you are in the world, and welcome. So we are the Linked Ladies Loose and Live, but we're not just for ladies. We're for everybody. We're a diverse working from home community. And we welcome everyone to come and join us to kick your week off to a great start. So that's why we're here. So we are your cheerleading team. We are your boardroom. We are your trusted advisors and your friends. And so what we want you to do to join the community is come in and say hello and introduce yourself. Tell us who you are. And while you're doing that, I'll tell you a bit about the format. But please do get busy in the comments and say hello to us. Thank you for joining us. So the format. Well, do you remember when we used to work in an office and we used to meet, didn't we? Didn't we meet up Monday mornings by the kettle? And we'd say, how was your weekend? Well, that's what we're going to do today. We're going to ask you, how was your weekend? So think about what you might want to share with us. After we've done that, we'll talk about what's going to happen in the week ahead. What have you got planned? What are you looking forward to? What are you celebrating? What are you excited about? But then, and this is where the working from home community steps up, what are you not looking forward to? Is there anything that you're dreading? Is there something that you're not looking forward to? Is there something that you need help with? Do you need ideas with a project or a plan that you're working on? So let me tell you who we've got here. So I'm Vanessa, I'm a marketer. We have Melinda, who is a business strategist, and Sarah, who is an executive coach. And between us, and all the working from home community at home, I'm sure we can help unblock any blockers that there are there. So let's kick off. Go on. Melinda? Do you want to tell us who we've got in the comments?
Well, at the moment, we've got Robert, who I believe was from New York.
New York.
We've got Ashley from, what did I see? Leeds in there somewhere. And I don't see other comments yet. So everybody who is watching us, feel free to drop into the comments where you are.
So Ashley, just like
Lucy, Uma's arrived.
Just saying hello to Ashley, who says, "Are we like loose women off the TV?" Hell yeah! Only we are. We're doing the more professional. No, God, that's wrong. I don't mean they're not professional. What I mean is professionals, as in business stuff. Hi to Uma as well. So yeah, just like that. Only not paid.
We're open to it, though.
We are open to that. Definitely.
Who else have we got? We've got Uma's just popped in.
Hello, Uma.
I don't know if you can see all these on yours, but you've got Christine there as well.
Oh, there we are.
Fabulous. And that's it. Joining us on lunch breaks. There we go.
Hello. Oh, hi. Nice to have it. Nice to have you having your lunch. What are you having, Christine? Tell us what you're eating. Make us hungry. We always get a bit hungry by the end of this, don't we? Ashley's from Devon.
And we've got
down there, Ashley.
Alana from Nottingham as well.
Hey, Alina.
Or Alina, sorry.
Yeah, nice to see you. Well, not see you.
Read that too fast.
And we've got Kay Kennedy from Manchester.
Yeah. Controversial question here already.
Was it? Oh, no. I'm with Vanessa. I have 2 trees. Yes, I'm boasting. Because let's face it, Christmas was rubbish last year, so we bought 2. So we got a fake and we got a new one, a fresh one. Fresh one's gone in the kitchen area, and then the fake one's in the lounge. We did them both yesterday, and I'm feeling good. Yeah, I feel all Christmassy now. Have you done yours yet, Melinda?
Mine is still resting quietly in the loft, but will be coming down in the next day or 2 because I was kind of doing some organizing and I have to move some stuff around to have some place to put my tree. So I've started the preliminaries.
Cool. Hi, Kay.
Excellent.
I just jumped in on these. I was playing as well, Melinda, with the.
Sure.
All
Go
right.
for it.
Now you have the power with the buttons now, don't you?
We've
So
all got the power.
Mhm.
Ashley says, can you do all the good stuff before 1? As I have to take my daughter, we go for a walk. No, it's not snow. Cool. It's all good stuff. And
It's all
you know
good
what,
stuff.
Ashley, you can catch up afterwards with anything that you've missed. So yeah, enjoy your walk though. Who else have we got in? We've got
Nick Rayburn has dropped in.
You're not late, Nick. You are just in time. Just in time. Oh, we've got Laura's from Miami. We are truly global. Thank you for joining us. And just, Laura, tell us what's happening in Miami weather-wise. Do you have snow and ice? And are you freezing? And are you wearing thermals? Yes, I wore them on Saturday. Sorry, not at all attractive, but totally necessary. Am I
If we're
sharing
talking
too much?
about trees, I suppose I can't.
Oops.
I can't not mention this.
Really?
So and we're going to go on to weekends anyway, so we'll
Yes,
catch up with
yes.
more comments anyway. But I'll just start now, shall I? At the weekend, I was volunteering at the restoration charity, and we were selling Christmas trees off the plantation. And we're doing that. They're completely sustainable. We didn't ship them thousands of miles from Norway. We cut them down on the plantation, sold them at the visitor centre. And they're being cut down to make a more biodiverse woodland, so that they need to come down anyway. So it's all good stuff. So that was my weekend. I was selling Christmas trees, and of course, because I work for the charity, a volunteer, I give them my money as well, as you do. So I had to buy a tree. There you go.
Well, it looks gorgeous.
Yeah, lovely.
And
It's not my usual
Alina's
tree.
had to drag hers into the house. How big's the tree?
Oh gosh, now to drag it in the house. Excellent.
Who else we got? Oh, 20 minutes of work week. Everyone in my team will concentrate on interview skills. Oh, good for you. This is all good stuff. You've jumped ahead onto the good news. We'll come back to that.
Yeah.
And if you've
Yeah,
got
good luck
Kay
for
there
that.
as well, I'll bring up Kay. What's Kay been up to? I bought my own Sea Christmas present. I like Sea Christmas presents. Does this count as being highly organised? Hell yeah. Yeah, of course it does. I bought mine. I did buy myself something which came on Friday, which I'm dead excited, and I'm on it right now. I've been dreaming of having an iMac, and that is not something to remove hair with, in case you're wondering. It's like the big screen. My eyesight, having hit 50 now, has got worse and worse and worse. So every time we've done this show, I've been peering in and not being able to think. So I bought this 24 inches. It's my present for me, from my company to me. I love it. I haven't stopped playing with it all weekend. And I can see everything now. I can see comments like, oh, I'm on fire today. Anyway, so yeah, you are highly organised. Well done, Kay.
Absolutely.
How about you, Melinda? Have you started Christmas shopping yet?
I have, because of living in the UK, but my brother and his family are in the US. I need to get stuff organized early so that it can get there on time. So got that sorted. And over the last few days, I've done some shopping for some Secret Santas that I'm involved in.
Ooh,
And
very
so,
good.
yeah, just about done. And I did kind of buy myself something too. So
Good.
What did you buy? What did you buy?
I got a coat, but kind of like a dressy coat. So
Very nice. Which might be an outing on Wednesday.
that was the plan. But also I've got a wedding to go to, hopefully in February. So it's kind of for when you're wearing like a poofy dress sort of thing. It's a coat that's suitable for those sort of occasions.
Poofy dresses, excellent.
Very retro, but very cool, in my opinion.
I did notice the word "hopefully" that slipped in there, and I'm sure we can't not mention this, can we? What happened over the weekend when I can't even say his name without
Boris.
Yes, him.
So for those of you not in the UK, sorry, this is UK news, but
yes, this is true. We've got a new COVID variant It is global, of course.
It's
It's
global.
only been well. When I looked at the news a few days ago, it was only in 3 countries, but we were one of them.
Yeah.
But we have this new variant, and we have new measures. And the Christmas fair at school has been cancelled. But we're all going to start wearing masks again. Did they ever go away? Really? Not in this house. Do we want to discuss it? Is it one to avoid?
Yeah, I think in looking at the news this morning, there had been more cases identified in more countries, like Hong Kong and the Netherlands, and as well as the UK and Brussels, I believe. Yeah, Brussels or Belgium rather had some indicators. So I think that's something where more and more countries are probably going to say yes to, but nobody's been looking for it till now. So I think that's going to be one of those things that, yeah, it's inevitable, isn't it? So we just need to try to be as safe as possible in our behaviors as far as wearing masks in busy areas, and basically go on a campaign to save Christmas.
Yeah, I mean, it is in Nottingham. You're right, Aline. I think that's the first one of the first 2 cases they found in the UK. But yeah, people have got Christmas parties coming up, which is my reference to the 1st of December. There's some of us from a networking group that are supposed to be meeting on Wednesday night. We'll see what happens there. But yeah, interesting time to see what happens. And I'm with you. I'm a big mask user. But going into London does scare me slightly. So I don't know what you're thinking about this, but one thing it does impact is that more and more people are being told to work from home, which makes this show hopefully more and more accessible to more people who maybe are going to feel a little bit vulnerable without their work colleagues around them, which is the whole purpose of this show, is to make you feel like you've got a team. It's us, it's the people on the comments, and make you feel like you are not being ignored and definitely being looked after. So we want to help you with any of your problems, with any of your questions, tell us what's going on. But yeah, so let us know what your thoughts are.
Here's a good question. Keeping on happier topics, for the Secret Santa things, do I get decent things for Secret Santa, or something funny and tacky or maybe embarrassing? Now, I think we've all been at those sort of parties where people are unwrapping things, and some people get like really good stuff and other people get really cringy stuff. Mm-hmm. Personally, I kind of like to give people something. It could be fun, but it needs to be functional as well, because everybody's got too much stuff. So, just another, like a plastic crown or whatever, unless you're big into, fancy dress, is probably not what I'm going to buy. So I typically do consumables. Can't go far wrong with sweets or, alcohol for those who drink, or, things that are, like books I've given, and mugs, and, just stuff that is hopefully not destined for the charity shop and embarrassing to people.
I do a mixture of both, although I'm not involved in any Secret Santa this year because I don't have. Can you do virtual Secret Santa? We could do it.
Yeah.
Do it as a group. But I am the only
that's what I'm doing. All of mine. It's all via Elfster.
We should have done one for Wednesday. And Christine, I asked her what Christine was having for lunch. She's got nothing in the fridge. She's going shopping, so it's frozen pizza today. Everything's flipping frozen today anyway. But hey, delicious. Okay. Oh, hold on. We've got a comment about COVID. Current COVID situation is helping me make my mind up to leave one of my jobs and set up a pandemic-proof business. Not a bad idea, Kathleen. Not a bad idea.
And we're here to help if you need help with that.
Yeah, many of us took a bit of a turnaround 18, 20 months ago. I know I did, when all my business just dropped completely and we had to change what we did. And some of us are doing okay as a result and some of us aren't. But yeah, I think you've got to use this, haven't you? Use it to your best advantage. And if you can think of something that's pandemic proof, go for it. You'll be onto some money there.
I think we can see it's not going away. So I think that would definitely be wise.
Yeah. And Aline is talking about the what to buy in Secret Santa's. Fun stuff all the way. Something you can wear, especially if you're having a Christmas do the same day. I miss Secret Santa at the office. I know we should just do one, Aline. We should do a mass LinkedIn Secret Santa. Yeah. And Heather, I know you don't really drink, but wine is always welcome. If you don't like it, take it to a party with you. Okay. So what actually you want, Heather, is somebody's wine to take with you. I see you, Heather. I see you.
Yeah, regifting. It's recycling.
Yes. Hey, Gary. Nice to see you. I saw Gary this morning as well. Double Gary for me today. That's great. Oh, great for Gary. I don't know which way we want to look at it. Right. Next.
Oh, sorry.
So next, if we've, do you want to share anything else about the weekend, or are we packed that away?
What did I do? I put my trees. I had my dad stay, and can I just do a shout out? Now, my dad is my biggest fan. All right, he's 78. He still works. He's my hero. That might make him cry a bit, but he watches this on catch up on my YouTube channel, and hi, Dad. So everyone say hi to Victor. Hi, Victor. It's very special when he watches this. So I had my dad this weekend. It was lovely to see him. But other than that, it was Christmas tree crazy.
Christmas tree crazy. Yeah. I brought my props, because I always bring props, don't I?
Good.
And you know how rock and roll my life is. My Friday and Saturday night was spent making willow hoops so that we can sell them, and people shove holly in to make wreaths. So Friday, Saturday night, when I didn't have a child, I have no life. Didn't go out. I stayed in, and I watched Frozen and Frozen 2.
Just say, Dad, look, Alina said hi.
Oh.
Who else is saying hi to Victor? Ashley's saying hi. Oh, he's going to feel so loved.
Excellent.
He does still work. 78, still working. And he'll like this, because this is his working from home team as well. So thanks, guys. He'll love that one.
Cool.
Yeah, I ended up at the weekend on Saturday. I went to the Royal Albert Hall in London for the Champions Tennis, which is cool because for those of you who don't know the Royal Albert Hall, it's this 150-year-old in the round concert hall. And once a year, they reconfigure it so that there's a tennis court in the center, and you get typically senior players coming in and doing exhibition matches. And so, I saw some good tennis. And even though I thought I'd booked like row 7, it ended up being the front row in that configuration. So I was sat bang on the court, and probably on camera, because the cameras were like straight opposite me the whole time on the other side of the court. So really nice evening out.
That sounds so brilliant. And yet we wouldn't have known it was you on camera because you had your mask on.
I did have my mask on, although I was one of about 30 people in the entire arena that had their mask on. But
oh, God. It's all right. COVID doesn't go into arenas. It's only on the tube on the way in. It's fine. Right.
Well, I just wanted to make sure.
We're going to stop talking about my dad now, because he's going to get really big for his boots. But Kay said, hi, Dad. Victor, proud dad. Sorry. Let's stop now.
Good.
That's all right. Here's Heather's got a question for us.
Oh, best Christmas film. Holiday. Yeah, The Holiday's brilliant. As one who has got relatively young children, although they're teenagers now, lots and lots of Home Alone has been watched. Oh, and
Nativity 1, 2, 3, and 4. I watched them with Alistair through the summer. Once we've started, they just carry on. Yeah, we like Nativity.
Good question, Heather. Yeah, very good. Love that.
Which then ties into the question: is Die Hard a Christmas film?
Of course it is.
I think it is.
There's a Christmas tree in it.
There's Christmas. There's going home for Christmas. All the themes. Christmas office party. All the themes.
Gotta be. Good film.
Excellent. Good. Right. So then, what's Alina saying? Polar Express.
Polar Express. Yes.
Yeah, that's a good one.
It's a bit.
Oh no, it's lovely. It's gorgeous.
And the snowman's good too, but a bit sad.
Yeah.
Very good.
Nice. Cool. Right. So let's move on, because we've got a time to keep. So what are you looking forward to this week? Share with us in the comments what you're celebrating this week, what you're looking forward to, and if there's anything blocking you, if you need help with anything, what are you not looking forward to? As I said right at the beginning, I'm a marketer. Melinda is a business strategist. Sarah is an executive coach, and we've got lots of people in the comments as well who have all kinds of different expertise. I'm sure that together we can help unblock whatever's blocking you. So if you've got a quandary, whether it's marketing, business, strategy, what to buy your great Aunt Nellie for Christmas. I don't know. Put it in the comments and we'll see if we can help. So, Melinda, what are you looking forward to this week?
I am looking forward to hopefully a networking dinner on Wednesday night where I get to meet people in real life, including these two lovely ladies in real life, which would be really awesome. I'm also looking forward to, looks like I've got 2 different kind of final stage meetings for opportunities coming up. And I'm really looking forward to that because it would be interesting to have some new work to do, kind of completely stretching to different realms. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see how the next few weeks play out.
Cool.
Excellent. Very good. How about you, Sarah? What's on the horizon?
Well, same as Melinda, kind of everything's just about the Christmas party. It's been so long since we've had a Christmas party, so keeping everything crossed, we can do that. I've got a final group coaching session with a company I've been working with for the whole year, which is it's kind of sad and happy, because sad because I don't want it to end, but happy because it's been a great year and they've learned loads and it's been a really positive experience. So I find it really weird this time of the year. I'm kind of looking forward to Christmas, but we all know that New Year's coming, and I start to calm down a bit, quieten down a bit, and it just feels a little bit unnatural after you've been going hell for leather all year. But yeah, looking forward to that, and got friends coming over on Friday night as well. Fingers crossed. So yeah, nice week. What to buy Johnny for Christmas? I have to think about that one. And you might watch this, so we can't tell you on air. I'll have to think about that, Alina. We'll have a chat off air about it.
He does like a good business book, and he likes Bollinger, doesn't he?
Yeah. Well, he likes a good read, actually, for...
Oh, yes, of course, he's Claret.
Now, talking of good business books, I know we haven't got to this bit yet about who are we thankful for, but I am incredibly thankful to a gentleman called Jeff Rudder, who is one of my clients, and he is really into learning about the stuff that I love to learn about. And he mentioned this book to me. I'm just getting it the right way around. If you've not read this yet and you are in business, you got to read it. You know, some books you pick up and you just, after about a chapter or so, you're like, oh God, this is hard work. It's really not enticing me. And I know it's very personal whether you feel that way about a book, but this one I can't put down. And there is just page upon page upon page of gold. But yeah, if you've ever felt like it's all too much and you're about to give up on your business idea, or if things are getting in the way, just, especially for all entrepreneurs out there or solopreneurs, get that. It's really good. So
Noted.
I'm a bit early in my thank yous.
You are.
I just want to make sure that I get that in. So if you, there you go, talking business books. Johnny, don't watch this. Alina, buy him that. If he's not had it, buy him that. All right.
There we go. Excellent.
So have we got any questions for us as a strategist, a marketer, a coach, anything at all coming up in the comments?
We've not yet.
No, everyone all right? Everyone having a great week? Have you just all given up?
Everyone's planned. 2022 is fully planned and in the bag.
Ready to go.
Well,
Go on.
We could go back and have a look at Robert here, because he was saying that he was setting up a practice interview later in the week. So Robert, if you have any questions or thoughts about how to manage stress and manage communication styles and things like that, Sarah's an expert at that. And we're here to help if you have anything that you're pondering and would like our help with.
Why don't we think about that? Why don't we think about how, just let's spend a couple of minutes thinking about how to approach an interview, and what winning strategies do you have, or what would you advise? Just kind of quickly, we can possibly help.
Yeah, I always like to think about not so much what I want to tell the person that I'm speaking with, and this is true for meetings, not just interviews, but what they want to hear from me. right? Which is a different perspective. A lot of people like, I want to tell them this, I want to tell them this, I want to tell them this. I prefer to flip that around and think about what is going to help them the most to be confident in choosing me for this project or this job or anything really, so that way I can be sure to not be overloading my communication with stuff which isn't really relevant to the audience.
Very good.
Yeah.
Oh,
What would
do you
you say,
really want
Sarah?
to? I was going to say, do you really want to start me on this? So when COVID hit, I did a big turnaround. So all the work that I was doing was with people in work, in roles, but a lot of people I was working with then came out of work because there were lots of jobs lost, unfortunately. Is there a good way of using social media to advertise a new one? A bit. Oh, we'll come back to that in a second. Good question, Kathleen. And I started doing a lot of work with Johnny Walker, who Alina's mentioned on here, whose Christmas present we're trying to sort out, helping people get back into jobs. And one of the things that came very obvious to me was all the stuff that I help people do to become excellent leaders is what you can use in an interview. So things like Melinda's just mentioned is empathy. Think about it from their point of view. There's all these skills and tools that people are being taught, but the biggest thing that was missed that I started working on was around mindset. And the problem is when you go into an interview, if your mindset isn't right, if you are feeling lesser, smaller, I've been out of work for 20 months, why are they going to employ me? Or, oh my God, this is so important, I've been out of work for a year, which is what a lot of people were saying. You leak it. So the first thing we've got to do is manage our own mindset. And just a quick tip to do that is to think about what you want to think, feel, and do instead. So whatever you're currently thinking, unless it's 100% great, or at least as close to that as possible, change it to something else. You can fake it till you make it, by the way. If you're feeling something that isn't nearly 100% great, change it. What is the feeling you want instead? For example, I feel like this is going to be really difficult and I'm going to be stressed out. Guess what? It will be. So change that to something else. This is going to be a fantastic meeting of minds. I can't wait to have this conversation. I'm really looking forward to meeting you. And what those two things do, those thinking and feeling changes, they change what you do. It just is all interlinked. It's part of a triangle. You can't change one without the other. So when you get your mindset right, what you're thinking and feeling right, what you do is then optimized and you stop leaking the negatives. And the problem with leaking the negatives is that the person who's interviewing will be picking up on these negatives and they will start to feel uncomfortable. They won't even know why, and they will start to dislike you because they are starting to feel uncomfortable. Therefore, you are done. Whatever you say, whatever you do, how brilliant you are, will not matter because you're fighting then against a losing battle, which is an innate response to stay safe from harm. And what they're picking up is a fear response. It's to do with mirror neurons in your brain. Let's not go there. It's probably too heavy for a Monday, but they're amazing.
There you
fascinating things.
Right.
So I hope that helps. Anyway,
good. There are lots more questions coming up now, so I'll
Okay.
put my little 2 penneth into the interview one.
Go for
and
it.
just remembering my recent interviews when I was hiring, lots of people came in with the idea of telling me what else they could do, and actually I wanted a salesperson. But everyone was so busy telling me about everything else. Convince them first. So as Melinda said, it's the empathy. What does this person need? What is the problem, the number one problem that they are looking to solve? And that's what you've got to sell. But secondly, scrap the word interview. I hate the word interview. It's not right. It's a meeting. It's a meeting. And you are seeing if they're good enough for you as well. And they're going to give you everything that you need to. So mindset, go in, it's a meeting. Empathy, work out what the problem is that you're going to solve. And that's what you need to sell, first and foremost. Right, we've got some more questions coming up. Let's see what else we've got.
Yeah.
Do we want to, shall we help out Kathleen a bit here?
Yeah, let's help Kathleen. Is there a good way of using social media to advertise a new online business? Hello. Yes.
Yes.
Let's go straight to Vanessa on that one.
Again, it depends what kind of business it is and who your ideal customer is, and that will tell you what platform or platforms to use. So, for example, is it a good idea to use Facebook advertising? Hell yes. Facebook advertising is really cheap, and you can target fairly well. You can target with locations, but also ages, sex, and things like that. I spent £127 on Facebook advertising. In 12 days, sold £14,000 worth of tickets for one of our Rivington events. So yes, social media is brilliant. Organic is best, obviously, because it's more trusting. People get to know you, like you, and trust you. But you can advertise as well and understand where your customers are in that buying journey to understand what the message. So don't go in for the sell if they don't know who you are. If you're kind of raising awareness, then try and get them to know who you are first. They come and find out more. Take them on that little journey step by step. But yeah, Kathleen, I'm going to look forward to some TikTok videos from you.
Yay! Apparently TikTok is the way forward for all us business people. Both my kids just went, "Don't you dare go on TikTok, mother." They'll be really embarrassed. What sort of precautions should large number Christmas dinner dances take this year? Uma, so personal, isn't it? Some people will say don't go. Some people will say wear a mask. Some people will say do a lateral flow test. Some people are saying lateral flow tests are no good with this new variant.
Oh,
I would say, yeah. Well, I just put the cat amongst the pigeons, the weck. But my advice would be, no, it's a risk. Whatever you're doing is always a risk, and just be as careful as you can be.
Yeah, and I read something yesterday that was talking about the lateral flow test, but then today they were saying actually because the test is looking at the protein, not the spike patterns and so forth, that the lateral flow test still has value. So
so much conflicting
information. So basically nobody knows the full picture. Nothing is without risk. But it makes sense to, if you can minimize risk by, the standard stuff, ask the attendees to take lateral flow test before going, ask anybody who's feeling poorly to withdraw, wear a mask in transit, use hand sanitizer, wash hands often. That's, the best we can do. Yeah. And so, yeah, that's
exactly. Just be careful. Be very careful. And when do we start our marketing strategy for 2020? Come on, Ashley. That's a trick question, right? Like 2 months ago, 3 months ago. Yeah, it is a good question though. People are so often so busy during the year that they suddenly get to the end of December and go, oh, I need to think about next year. But for most of us, we have been thinking about, well, a lot of us have been thinking about this for the last 2-3 months. Some of us have got a plan for 5 years. I'm not saying me, by the way, I'm saying us as in, the royal we. But yeah, sooner rather than later. And if you haven't started yet, start today. Never too late. Just get cracking. Think about what you want to do and get it sorted now. Because the second we start thinking about something, and please write it down. Don't just think about it. Oh, that's backed up in this book as well. When you write it down, your brain starts to really connect to it. And then it's amazing how you start to see and bump into things that are going to help you achieve that goal. It's okay, let's call it magic. It's not, but it's just about planning. So yeah, start now if you can. Anything to add on that?
I think he's asked that because I posted about that. Was it today or yesterday? I can't remember.
Today.
It was about thinking about, nobody needs to get stressed about it. We're just going to carry on doing what we're doing. Just because the date changes, it doesn't mean so that the strategy has to change, or you don't need to change direction or do something new. So nobody should get stressed about it. But if you're looking at 2022 and you're thinking about moving forward and progressing in whatever you do, then I do like to kind of think, okay, what does success look like at the end of the year? What do I want to be doing, thinking, playing, experiencing and feeling this time next year? And when I've got that in hand and think, okay, I want to be there, then I start working backwards to think, what steps do I need to take to get me there? And some people will have different things. It might be, okay, I want to do X amount of social media marketing because I need to get more people to my website. I need to make so many sales. I need to get this many visits. It might be, if you're in sales, that you need to know, I've got to make 20 phone calls a week or to get so many discovery calls or whatever. So start with the long picture, what you want to get, work it back and put a process into place so that you start hitting milestones. That would be my advice.
And we had a chat about this morning, didn't we, on your LinkedIn post? And I was saying something about planning, but I never get over planned. It's because if I get over planned, I tend to forget to look up and see what opportunities are out there. For example, this show came out of a whim, didn't it? It was like, oh, that's an idea, let's go for it. It wasn't in the plan. So yes, be planned. Yes, have a future focus, but keep your eyes open and your ears open for what could help you get there. And I was discussing something called the hedgehog concept with you, which we can talk about on another time. But I use that to help me make all of my decisions. So have a look at that if you want to. Right. Gary, hi. Social media can stimulate vanity for the marketing department and no profit for the company. We did a Facebook boost, got one with a lot of 0 hits per day for a week, but didn't sell a bean. No profit, good fun. Great type name out. Okay. Yeah. It's
I
not
think
all
Tiger might be to
the
get.
message has got to be
Yeah.
message
I think,
has got to be right.
It's very difficult, and to when you're marketing, it's the whole picture, isn't it? And sorry, the dog's barking in the background. Sorry. You might not have got any direct sales from that campaign, but as you said, it got the name out. And if it got the name out and people remember it and people have positive associations with that name and that memory, when they need it in the future, that seed may be planted and they might come back. That is the problem with building a brand. You are planting seeds, but people don't, you don't put the ad out and then they buy it. So it's marketing attribution is very difficult. So it all helps, but you have to make sure that you're hitting the right customer with the right message, and think about that buying cycle and where they are in the buying cycle. That's the look at me doing the circle to think about what that message should be. But you never know; those 100,000 customers might turn up someday.
I've
What for you,
Kathleen,
Sarah?
I've just put it in the comments. It's 3 feet from gold. So apparently I don't know if you'd be able to see this or not on your screen. See, because my screen's so massive, I can see everything now. If you're on a normal size screen, it's probably not very easy. But the book is 3 feet from gold. It's by Sharon Lecter and Dr. Greg Reed, and it's awesome. It's very, very good.
Cool. Right. So we've got kind of 8 minutes left. Do we have any more questions, or are we going to go on to the inspirational quote? Let us know. Are there any more questions, or have we done everything?
I think that's it, isn't it, Melinda? I can't see any more.
Yeah, no more questions.
Okay. Good. Right.
And also, just a reminder, if you come on here and you've got any questions that you want to get covered next time, or maybe you'd like to get them covered, but you don't want to say them yourself, then just let one of us three know and we'll bring them up. We won't say it was from you. It'll be from a friend. So if you've got anything difficult, any problems at work, anybody, maybe there's some difficult relationships, maybe there's a problem with a project that you don't want to admit you're having, tell us, but just tell us privately and we'll bring it up and we'll sort it out without anyone knowing that it was from you. Good. Let's just see what Alina said. I'm sure he will. Right. So that is the book is 3 feet from gold. So
right. So the quote, and we're going to do this really quickly because it's not a good one, because it's one that really grinds my gears. But then we'll move on to gratitude so that we end up on a positive. But these inspirational quotes that people share, as you say, sometimes they grind our gears, sometimes they are really good. What do you think of this one? And you see it all the time, and it's, no one lies on their deathbed and thinks, if only I'd worked harder. No one lies on their deathbed and thinks, if only I'd spent more time alone on my computer. What is it for? Is it just meant to make us feel really guilty?
Well, it's an interesting one. I mean, yes, that's true, because when you're dead, you're not thinking. I don't hate it. It's a good reminder, but I think the problem is, depending on how you're feeling at the time will depend on how that resonates with you. So if you've suddenly decided to take more time off and spend it with your family and do the rest of it, you'll go, oh, it's so right. Thank you, lovely quote. But if you're before that going, I am so snowed under and I don't know how to stop and there's too much to do, you'll just look at it and go, that's all very well, but how am I supposed to stop? So yeah, I can get why it does both, but not a lot of thinking to be done when you're dead.
Yeah, and yeah, I think that's what it's one of those where the intent is one thing. The intent is to say, don't forget to look up and interact with the world. But it's, as Sarah was leading into, it's kind of what is the point of sitting on the computer? What is the point of working those hours? So if the point is to make a better life for yourself and those around you, then, obviously there's still a need for balance, but there will always be times in life where you have to work harder to achieve what you want. It's all ups and downs. It's not a straight line. I mean, it'd be great if success was just like a standard rocket trajectory straight up, but sorry, it's not.
That just brings me on nicely. So, sorry, back to the book again. I should be on commission for this book. But one of the things it says is to make copious notes, which I do. So I've got a new little book. Thank you, flamingos. With everything I'm learning from this book. And one of the things is, I'll probably be able to see it now. But this is about before great success, you will undoubtedly meet a temporary defeat. And that defeat can feel like you're working too hard for no gain and all the rest of it. Yeah. But can I just share one final thing that is also from the book, funny enough, but it really resonates with me, and it's a happy one. It says some of the learnings from this book are select your path. So if you're looking for, want to do a new business, select your path, select your why, basically, they're saying. Seek counsel from those who have expertise outside of your own. Lesson 1, go and ask people who know something more than you about the thing that you need to learn. Never quit, 3 feet from gold, hence the book title. You'll need to read that to see what it means. And once you have success, this is what really resonates with me, is mentor others and teach them what you have learned. We're so busy holding on to our own information, and we're not collectively, we share. And loads of people on LinkedIn do a lot of sharing. But if you've learned something, share it. It doesn't have to be charged out. Just share it because somebody might need it. And that really resonates with me. And that's one of the reasons that we're doing this show as well, is to share as much as we can do and get other people to do it. So I'll stop talking about the book now.
It's okay. We're on to the gratitude section. So everybody, we want you to join in this. We know that when we thank others and we shout out others, it makes them feel good. And it makes us feel good for doing it. So now's the time to share with us what you're grateful for and who you're grateful for. Put it in the comments. We'll read it out. But yeah, Melinda, who are you grateful for this week?
Ooh. I would say, because I've been grateful for you ladies all the time, I'd say a new one would be for old work colleagues who've stayed in touch, through LinkedIn, of course, and have reached out with really interesting opportunities. So old, not as in like they're old people, obviously, we're all the same, similar age, but people I've known for 15 plus years. So yeah, it's nice to be remembered, and it's nice to have some options to do something that could be quite interesting.
Excellent, very good. How about you, Sarah? Apart from the book.
Yeah, I was going to say, we know the book.
Grateful bit. That was to Jeff for introducing me to the book. I'll be very grateful, actually, if anybody, because this is nearly finished now, if anyone can recommend another amazing book that's as good as that I just love learning. I wish I'd loved to learn as a kid. But I'm grateful. I'll tell you what, that reminds me. I'm grateful to all the people who said to me, you will go nowhere. You are not capable. Who put me down, who kept me small, who made me feel stupid. Thank you. Look at me now. And that actually comes out from what I've been reading as well, is that all these things that happened to me and to you out there and everybody, it's created the person that you are today. And I don't regret any of that. I was angry about a lot of it, and I look back at things and now I just go, do you know what? Thank you. Because without that, I probably wouldn't be here doing this in particular thing today, or anything else that I'm doing. So I'm grateful to all that lot as well. Hope you're happy.
I think Melinda, you shared, was it you who shared a video clip of two balls,
Yeah.
and one of them was going
That was
straight,
yesterday, yeah.
and then the other one was kind of up and down, and it just shows you that we need to hit the lows to get the trajectory to rise.
Yeah.
And it's when we hit those lows. I mean, I hate the what doesn't kill us make us stronger, but we learn, don't we? We learn and we rise, and we learn and we rise, and every time we get higher. So brilliant, well done. Okay, we are at the end.
Yeah, can I just say thanks, Kay. Atomic Habits is on the shopping list.
Yes, that's one on my list.
Uma had a. Oh, sorry.
Oh, they do.
They
do, and they have. Oh, I could write a whole book on that. We've got. Sorry. I think I'm clicking on what you're clicking on. There we go.
Grateful for your marketing concept, which I've immediately texted to an entrepreneur who I'd previously passed on a WhatsApp advertising feedback from. Okay.
Cool, that's good. Sharing is sharing.
You're welcome. Yeah, I'm grateful for my mother because she will be looking after that noisy dog when I come down to fancy London to meet you ladies for the first time, hopefully. So anyway, thank you everyone. So thank you everyone for joining us this week. Please do connect with us all if you're not already connected, and follow us. Please follow the hashtag LLLL. If you've got any thoughts for how we can make this better and more inclusive, then do let us know. If you want us to deal with any of your quandaries for next week, do send that to us, and we'll make sure that gets into the lineup. Until then, have we got anything more to say? Thank you very much.
I love that. What a lovely way to end. I'm grateful for how sleep clears the angst and negativity of the day before. And if you can't do that, apparently a glass of gin helps as well. But no, that is absolutely true. No, nothing to add. Thank you everybody for joining us. It was lovely to know so many people were there. Keep the questions coming, and I'll see you two lovely ladies on Wednesday.
Cool.
Yeah. Thanks, everyone.
Stay safe, everyone.
Yeah, take care. Look after yourselves.
Cheers.
Bye.